Today is Sunday, May 3rd. Welcome to Big Book Daily. My name is Rob. I am an alcoholic. It is a thrill, honor, and joy to be here with you today as we journey through the Big Book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12 Steps and 12 Traditions. Today on the Big Book, we are on Chapter 8, Two Wives. We'll be reading page 109. At the 12 and 12, we're on tradition number 1. We'll read page 131, and I believe we're finishing that tradition today. And of course, we'll read the 24 hours a day and daily reflection. So with that, I hope y'all are doing well this morning, my friends. Life is good over here. I've just been thinking about the fact that I'm sober today. The fact that I've got some great people in my life. And one of the people I'm thinking about is just that I've reconnected with my sister from Philadelphia. I won't get into the whole story, but I really don't think it's a coincidence that we were able to reconnect recently. And I'm just so grateful to have her in my life, and I'm proud of her. She's sober. I'm just so proud of her. I love you, Angie, if you're listening. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. All right, my friends, so if you recall from yesterday's reading, and I meant to talk about this yesterday, I know these wives are very, very patient, but they also, tell a little cautionary tale here on the page 108. This is an important exception to the foregoing. We realize that some men are thoroughly bad-intentioned, that no amount of patience will make any difference. An alcoholic of this temperament may be quick to use this chapter as a club over your head. Don't let him get away with it. If you are positive he is one of this type, then you may feel you better leave. Is it right to let him ruin your life and the life of your children, especially when he has before him a way to stop his drinking and abuse if he really wants to pay the price? Yeah, if you're in a dangerous situation, you gotta get out of there. But if you see that perhaps there's a way to change, maybe it's worth the opportunity to at least give him a shot. We're on the bottom of 108 and we'll read 109. The problem with which you struggle usually falls within one of 4 categories. 1. Your husband may be only a heavy drinker. His drinking may be constant, or it might be heavy only on certain occasions. Perhaps he spends too much money for liquor. It may be slowing him up mentally and physically, but he doesn't see it. Sometimes he is a source of embarrassment to you and his friends. He is positive that he can handle his liquor, that it does him no harm, that drinking is necessary in his business. He would probably be insulted if he were called an alcoholic. This world is full of people like him. Some will moderate or stop altogether, and some will not. Of those who keep on, a good number will become true alcoholics after a while. 2. Your husband is showing lack of control, for he is unable to stay on the water wagon even when he wants to. He often gets entirely out of hand when drinking. He admits this is true, but is positive that he will do better. He has begun to try, with or without your cooperation, various means of moderating or staying dry. Maybe he's beginning to lose his friends. His business may suffer somewhat. He's worried at times and is becoming aware that he cannot drink like other people. He sometimes drinks in the morning and through the day also, to hold his nervousness in check. He is remorseful after serious drinking bouts and tells you that he wants to stop. But when he gets over the spree, he begins to think once more how he can drink moderately next time. We think this person's in danger. These are the earmarks of a real alcoholic. Perhaps he can still tend to his business fairly well. He has by no means ruined everything. As we say amongst ourselves, he wants to want to stop. And we will learn about the other 2 tomorrow. Out of the 12 and 12, we're on tradition 1. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends upon AA unity. Page 131. Countless times, in as many cities and hamlets, We reenacted the story of Eddie Rickenbacker and his courageous company when their plane crashed in the Pacific. Like us, they had suddenly found themselves saved from death, but still floating upon a perilous sea. How well they saw that their common welfare came first. None might become selfish of water or bread. Each needed to consider the others, and in abiding faith, they knew they must find their real strength. And this they did find, in measure to transcend all the defects of their frail craft, every test of uncertainty, pain, fear, and despair, and even the death of one. Thus has it been with AA. By faith and by works, we've been able to build upon the lessons of an incredible experience. They live today in the 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, which, God willing, shall sustain us in unity for so long as He may need us. "24 hours a day, May 3rd. AA Thought for the Day. AA teaches us to take it easy. We learn how to relax and stop worrying about the past or the future, to give up our resentments and hate and tempers, to stop being critical of people, and to try to help them instead. That's what easy does it means. So in the time that's left for me to live, I'm going to try to take it easy, to relax and not worry, to try to be helpful to others, and to trust God. For what's left of my life is my motto going to be easy does it." Meditation for the day. I must overcome myself before I can truly forgive other people for injuries done to me. The self in me cannot forgive injuries. The very thought of wrongs means that myself is in the foreground. Since the self cannot forgive, I must overcome my selfishness. I must cease trying to forgive those who have upset and wronged me. It is a mistake for me to even think about these injuries. I must aim at overcoming myself in my daily life. And then I will find that there is nothing in me that remembers injury, because the only thing injured, my selfishness, is gone. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may hold no resentments. I pray that my mind may be washed clean of all past hate and fears. Daily Reflection, May 3rd. Cleaning house. Somehow, being alone with God doesn't seem as embarrassing as facing up to another person. Until we actually sit down and talk aloud about what we have so long hidden, our willingness to clean house is still largely theoretical. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 60. It wasn't unusual for me to talk to God and myself about my character defects, but to sit down face to face and openly discuss these intimacies with another person was much more difficult. I recognized in the experience, however, a similar relief to the one that I had experienced when I first admitted that I was an alcoholic. I began to appreciate the spiritual significance of the program, and that this step was just an introduction to what was yet to come in the remaining 7 steps. All right, my friends, that concludes today's reading. And real quick, there's a little bit of every reading that really stands out to me. I am definitely teetering between Alcoholic number 2 that we just read today and the third one. Right here, but when he gets over a spree, he begins to think once more how he can drink moderately next time. We think this person is in danger. These are the earmarks of a real alcoholic. Now, I can only speak of my experience here, but when I was drinking, I would do some stupid stuff. I would drink to numb the guilt and pain, and then I'd make more dumb decisions. Sometimes I'd black out, and then I'd wake up the next day with a hangover, dehydrated, and have a firm resolution. I am done. I'm done. And in that moment, mean it. I'm done drinking. And then the obsession of the mind, which I didn't know any of this at the time. I didn't find this out till many years later when I started reading the Big Book, but in the storm of my alcoholism, maybe 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, maybe a little further than that on a good day, I'd start to go, oh man, I'm bored. Oh man, you know what? Maybe I'm not an alcoholic. Maybe I'm just depressed. You know what would make you feel better than all the guilt and shame that you're feeling right now? How about a drink? Just don't drink as much this time. Just a little bit. Come on, Rob. You hear it? And then before long, I would rationalize another drink. And I'd lie to myself. I'd build it on a lie. Oh, if I just, moderate this time, it's not going to be a big deal. You were able to stop a long time ago. If you really want to stop, Rob, you can stop. All right, I'll have just one. Boom, as soon as that alcohol hits my lips, oh, that tasted so good. And you know what? I want to feel a little bit more relaxed. I'll have another. And then after that, you know what? I'm starting to have a good time now. Let's have some more. And then before long, it's the same madness again. It's that obsession of the mind, and then the physical allergy, man. As soon as it hits, that was me. Oh my goodness, that was me. And then I love the 24 hours a day talking about taking it easy. Easy does it. We learn how to relax and stop worrying about the past or the future. To give up our resentments and hate and tempers. To stop being critical of people and try to help them instead. So right there, just in those 3 to 4 lines, stop worrying about the past and future. Give up our resentments. That's when the inventory kicks in. Trusting in my higher power. Stop being critical of people. Stop judging them. Clean my side of the street. That kind of goes back to the inventory and making direct amends for what I've done. And try to help people instead. So there's step 12. So the steps have helped me to take it easy and have more joy. And you know what? When I work through the steps, I don't seem to be as bothered by the stuff I did in the past anymore. It is what it is, and it's part of my story. And now God can use that once what I viewed as a liability, and He can turn it into an asset to help somebody else. So I don't regret the past as badly as I used to. Do I regret hurting people? Absolutely. I'm still working through that. But I do believe that there can still be some good to come from it. So I don't obsess over my past as I used to. And thankfully, because of the steps and, working them repeatedly each day, I don't think about the future too much either. I don't think, it'd be nice to be sober 30 years from now. Lord willing, if I'm still alive, I kind of doubt it. But, because I've heard people in the fellowship say, hey, it's one day at a time. And these are people that have 30 some years under their belts. And they say it. I know somebody, and I'll do the exercise right now. He pulled up the Everything AA app. He said, I am sober 21 days, 5 months, and 7 years in that importance. And of course, he had a lot more years under his belt. But he started with the days, right? Because for me, that helps me. I just have to focus on this day. I think it's awesome. And then when I just keep it simple like that, it really does help me. And the meditation for the day, sometimes these 24 hours a day, they're so deep that I'm not sure what I just read. But I think I get the meditation for the day here. At least parts of it. I must aim at overcoming myself in my daily life, and then I will find that there's nothing in me that remembers injury, because the only thing injured, my selfishness, is gone. See, if I'm hurt, there's some part of my pride or my sense of entitlement that's been threatened. But when I don't have that sense of pride and entitlement, and when I'm okay with accepting myself for who I am, it doesn't seem to bother me as much when people don't like me. And there was a great book called The Four Agreements that I've read several times. And one of the things is not to take things personally, one of the agreements. And usually when I'm taking something personally, it's because I don't like who I am. And if you don't like me, I agree with the statement you've made about me. It usually says something more about me if my feelings are hurt. Yeah, I can't recommend that book enough. It's a great book. But anyway, easy does it. How nice is it to just breathe in, breathe out, and just let it go. Just let it go. All the things that I was trying to control, being that actor on the stage that's trying to direct everything. If they just do it my way now, let it all go. At least for me. And enjoy the ride. I don't have to worry about my image. I don't have to worry about my sense of entitlement or anything like that. What if I could just look at this day, May 3rd, 2026, and say, okay, God, I'm going to enjoy the ride today. What would you have me do? How can I be of service? And if I screw up, easy does it, Rob. You'll get there. Progress, not perfection. Great stuff. I guess I needed to be reminded of that today. Good stuff. But my friends, we're already getting up on it, so I just want you all to know that if you're sober today, you're a miracle, and you are giving a great gift to those around you. And I'm proud of you. That's amazing. And if you're not sober today, I want you to know that you're a miracle as well, that you have great worth, and your story is not done yet. And I just pray that you get the help that you need today. And if you'd ever like to share your experience, strength, and hope, anyone out there, the email is bigbookdaily@gmail.com. I would be honored to share your story on the podcast. That's my favorite thing to do. And as always, I don't speak on behalf of AA, NA, Al-Anon. I'm just drunk. Joyful, drunk. Honored to be here today. And if we were given another set of 24 hours, my friends, I sincerely look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow.